With all the money in the presidential race and politics these days, it can be discouraging to think that we can actually make a difference. So today we have sustainable business expert David Levine back in studio to share with us how smart businesses are banding together to make a difference and going toe-to-toe with big business, just like David and Goliath. Welcome, David.
Thank
You're
you.
the David going up against Goliath, huh?
Something like that. All right.
The work you're doing with the American Sustainable Business Council, you're the CEO and co-founder, been at it for a while, making a real impact with politics and business.
Yeah, I think what we understood back in 2009 when we formed the American Sustainable Business Council as a council of business organizations and companies is that we needed a new voice for business. It's sort of been this false dichotomy of having to choose between protecting the environment, providing good, decent wages and good workplaces, or a fair and equitable tax system. Whatever the issues were, we understood that the voice of business and the power of business was tremendous in this country. But what we also understood is that it was being represented by, organizations and companies that had a short-term profit at all costs mentality.
That's right.
And what we've seen is an incredible growth of what we would call sustainable or triple bottom line businesses that are proving that you could take care of the environment, you could take care of the social conditions in your workplace or in your community or in the larger society, and you could turn a profit at your business, that you didn't have to choose anymore. You could find that great balance between all those. But what we also understood, it was important that those businesses started to speak up.
Yeah.
That those businesses started to show up in Washington, D.C., talk with the White House, with Congress, engage at the state legislative level, engage at the local level, that the shaping of policy actually will have a much greater impact than the important work that they were doing alone within their individual company. Right. So the idea is that we've really banded those all together, aggregated all those different companies. So now we represent already in 4 years over 250,000 businesses across the country that together are saying we can build a different economy that's going to be healthy, right? Better for us for the long term and for generations to come.
Now, taking on Washington, though, I mean, it's a tough town and there's a lot of money in it. Do you guys have enough power collectively to really make an impact?
Well, what we do have at our back is being able to prove that businesses can do it. Yeah. So for the longest amount of time, the only voices of businesses was saying, just let us get out of our way, no rules, no regulations. And what our businesses are calling for, we need good rules that what we call level the playing field, right? Every sport has rules. Why shouldn't politics? And why shouldn't how we get to our policies and how we govern the work that we're doing? Two is transparency is important. Every consumer wants to know what's in there. What consumer says, let me have that toxic product on the shelf? No, I want to know what's in it for the health and well-being of our families. So those sorts of things help us want to stand up and say, no, we need chemical policy in this country. So we're working on the reform of the Toxic Substance Control Act. We need clean water in this country. We need a fair tax system in this country. We need to be reinvesting in infrastructure in this company. We need to be reinvesting and create access to capital for businesses at our local and community level, because that's where the money revives and keeps feeding back into our local communities. We need to ensure that our workplaces, are taking care of our employees. So, if you pay a living wage, if you provide the right benefits, then those employees are going to want to stay. They're going to want to do good by your business. So at the end, our businesses understand that a good workplace and good policies for our employees are going to be good for our financial bottom line as well.
So what are some examples of some of the companies, some of your member organizations, and what impact are they having that we can really hold on to?
So I think companies like Eileen Fisher, the women's clothing company, is really setting the bar so high on how to treat their employees well. So they're even moving towards what we understand as employee ownership. So they're giving pieces of the businesses to their employees, but respecting their employees and having them engaged in decision making in the company is a part of it, including then better wages and better benefits. Companies like Seventh Generation have been, for decades and decades,
Yes.
pumping out high quality, non-toxic products.
That was my first eco-friendly laundry detergent.
There you go.
Lavender.
But on top of that, they said, we're going to put our brand on the line and join the American Sustainable Business Council, and they've helped us form Companies for Safer Chemicals. And that's really now advocating for chemical policy reform at the national and at the state level as well.
Wow.
You have companies like New Belgium Brewery that are saying, as a brewery, right? That's beer. What do they want? They want clean water. So they've been working with us to ensure that we have the right policies at the national level to protect our clean water, which is the Waters of the U.S. rule as well. So these companies are saying, sure, we've been doing really well, meeting the demands of consumers for safer, healthier products, greater transparency in our company, a better company overall. But now it's also important, and what we're saying, it's time for businesses to be the ally of all those with values that want to drive us towards a healthier, more sustainable economy and society.
Wonderful. We'll love the work that you all are doing. Quick tidbit, we just have a little bit of time. What's next on the horizon for ASBC?
Well, what's next is we want to continue to build and invite all businesses to join with us. We have state-based organizations, as well as local organizations, as well as our national work as well. And so we need to keep showing up. So no matter what the issue, it's really important. So we're addressing climate change, safer chemicals, right? New tax regulations. Business for Democracy is addressing Citizens United and how we have fair elections and the like. So there's an opportunity across all issues. And now it's understood, whether you're a community leader or an individual, that there are businesses out there that have got your back and really want to work with you to develop the type of economy. And those are the businesses you want to be shopping with.
Amen. Well, it looks like David is beating Goliath, so rock on.
Excellent.
Awesome.
To be continued.
Thanks for being here. We look forward to seeing you again. Wonderful. Well, don't go away, because we've got more fun coming right up. Wow. Maybe we should do a clean one real quick. Yeah.